Hey Tommy, Simon here from Little Big Marketing. Thanks for the chat this morning. As promised, I'm just shooting your quick video here. There's a few things I wanted to show you. Number one, I'm going to show you exactly where your website is currently ranking on Google. Number two, I'm going to share with you a few tips on how you can go about ranking your website a little better. And then I'm going to show you what that would look like by showing you a couple of your top competitors on page one of Google and the click rate that they're getting through to their website, obviously from clients, or potential clients, I should say. So to show you exactly where you're currently ranking, I'll put your website into this tool called Ahrefs. I'm going to drill down on keywords here, which is a keyword is any search phrase someone would enter into Google looking for your service along with a location like Chula Vista or San Diego. Car Audio San Diego is a decent one. The better ones are something like installation and some of these higher volume ones. There's lots of them. So right now, you're on page one of Google for 4 terms, which are these ones right here. And you're not getting a whole lot of clicks from that because you're not in position 1. Usually position 1 would get you about 30% of the overall search volume rate. So you could expect sort of 40, 50 clicks from that, maybe a few more if it got up to that 30%. And then the idea is you get as many of these keywords on page 1. And some of them here 1700, 450. There's a lot of volume coming through to you, so you can see a lot of traffic coming in. And some people in San Diego already are, and they're not going to be that hard to catch if you wanted to. Now, the 3 tips that I wanted to share with you are: number 1, content on your website; number 2 is backlinking; and number 3 is citations. And I'll explain them as I go. Number 1 being content, I'm referring to words and images on your homepage specifically. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage. Just lets Google know that you've got a lot of information there for potential clients. It also takes the guesswork out of it for Google when you tell Google exactly what you want to rank for. So if you have here car audio and stereo installation, and then add San Diego to that, car audio system, San Diego, automotive security, San Diego, they will all become very, very relevant keyword phrases. And anything with like an installer, installation, company, anything that's specifically looking for someone to do the work is very, very, very good buyer intent keywording. So you get that into your content on your homepage. And then when you've got all that extra content, you'd obviously have to add a few more images just to fill it out a little bit nicer. But Google loves content. It loves to know that you're adding something to the internet community. So that's content, and then for your page. Now what I've done here is I've just put in car stereo install San Diego, and I've chosen Joe's stereo and SD car stereo. So Joe's here. So I'm going to compare their content, how much they've got, and not a lot at all. So if you were to go and put on, another 1,500 to 2,000 words, you would already beat those guys out, and these guys as well. In terms of content, Google would already value your website or your homepage as higher than these guys with that extra content. So super important to get that content on there. That's going to start boosting your rankings. And that's where you have to start. You have to start with your on-page work. So very important. Now the second step is backlinking. And a backlink is just anywhere one website refers to another via a clickable link. So technically this here, where it's got your URL, that's technically a backlink. However, because it's not permanent, it's not considered a permanent backlink that would show up in these ratings. Now the backlinks come from referring domains. In this case, if it were a backlink, it would be from ahrefs.com, would be the referring domain. And they're not all created equal. Some are better than others, depending on which domains they're coming from. So other highly rated domains and relevant websites too, to car stereos and whatnot. Super important. That is the best thing to do to go about ranking your website. Backlinking. Go to other websites, get your links onto as many as you can. Build. What it does is transfer authority through that link from one website to another, and Google uses that authority to build trust or to measure trust of your website, and then it will start to look at your keywords a little bit closer, and it's going to start pushing you up in the rankings all the way to page 1. Not instantly, but as you build these up. And then you're going to see this organic traffic skyrocket as soon as you get to page 1 for a bunch of keywords. And this is what that looks like. When you come to Joe's, he's got 2,000 backlinks, 204 referring domains, 2,500 keywords, so an absolute bucket load, and 850 clicks per month. Which that you wouldn't need to stop there. If you wanted to keep growing, you could probably go to 1,500, 2,000 clicks, maybe more. It all depend on the search volumes, but and the locations and whatnot. But even if you were getting this sort of click rate through to your website, and you could only close 10% of them because you weren't the greatest salesman or something, that's still 80, 85 clients per month extra. Once you get to this level, so as I say, it'll take a little bit of time to get this sort of click rate, but doable, very, very doable. And these guys aren't very highly rated sites, so wouldn't be hard to overtake. Coming across to San Diego Car Stereo, we can see here 1,000 backlinks, 81 domains, a lot of keywords, and nearly 1,000 traffic per month. So as I say, you can go as big as you want, or you can just catch these guys and if you're too busy, then you can slow down and you can target specific jobs that you wanted to offer. So if we come down here and you were finding that you were just, we had all of these keywords on your site and there's just too much work, you would take a few off and you would have, let's say, car audio and stereo install was your biggest one. We would focus heavily on those keywords whilst taking some of the ones you don't want as many jobs. Maybe you don't want to do wheels and tires anymore. So you take that off and you stop getting those calls, but you get more of these calls. So that's really important too. So they're sort of the main things I wanted to show you. Number one was showing you exactly where you're currently ranking. Number three was sharing those tips, which were backlinks, content, and citations. Now, citation is any directory where your business number, name, and address is listed exactly as seen on your Google My Business. And those directories are like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, Angie's List, and thousands of others that you probably haven't heard of. And the idea is you go out and get your business listing on all of those, as many as you can, and you'll start to see, you'll creep up into this map pack here. The map pack is super important these days because it's being utilized more and more and more and more and more, while a lot of companies haven't realized that yet. This top spot is going to add around, the industry benchmark is about an extra 30% click rate on top of the first organic result down here of an actual business, not Yelp. So Joe Stereo, if he's getting that sort of, let's say that was 1,000 clicks, he'd be getting another 300 through his GMB, which wouldn't show here, just so you know. This is organic traffic from Google's organic section only. So with that, just a little recap. So number one was the rankings. Number two was the content, backlinking, and citations. And number three is coming and having a look at some of these guys' click rates. Really, really big. And seeing what you could possibly, what's possible, and then seeing that, you can target those specific jobs if you wanted to. So with that, I hope you've learned something, and I hope this has sort of given you a bit of insight into how you could get a ton more business for 2021. And if you're interested to have this done professionally, that'd be great. Please feel free to reach out to me. You can drop me an email or you can give me a call. It's all going to be, all my details will be in the email. If you're not interested, that's totally fine. But if once you've watched the video, if you wouldn't mind just leaving me a line of feedback, just so I know that these videos are some sort of value to a few local businesses, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.